Hello Aries, thank you for joining me for your full moon in Libra March 2024 reading. This reading is for the full moon in Libra period. We'll see how the full moon in Libra will be affecting you and your sign. This reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for the full moon 2024. How will the full moon in Libra affect Aries over the next 6 months? Spirit guides, how will the full moon in Libra affect Aries over the next 6 months? Nine of Swords. Should I stay or should I go? Seven of Wands. Some of you guys are going to feel as if you are at an impasse. You love somebody, but something is, okay, you love somebody or you want to leave a situation that you've invested a lot of time, energy, resources into, but you're being blocked by fear, anxiety, a lack of resources. So some of you are kind of stuck in limbo here because you know you're not happy where you are, but you feel like you cannot move forward or you can't let go of this relationship or this job or this situation because of some sort of lack. But the lack is a matter of perspective. It's not that Five of Pentacles is Nine of Swords. So your perception is a bit skewed about the situation. You may be catastrophizing things. You may be making things worse than what they actually are, and that's keeping you stuck in limbo in this job or in this relationship or some other situation where you're not really happy, but you're afraid to leave. Clarify the Nine of Swords for Aries for the full moon in Libra. We got nine swords. Okay. The Nine of Swords is Gemini energy, and the Seven of Wands is Scorpio energy. I'm sorry, not Scorpio. Leo energy. That's the fifth house. Moon is in the fifth house. So some of you guys may want a new relationship or a new job, but you're afraid of leaving behind what you've invested so much time into. Time, effort, Five of Cups. Yeah, you're not happy here. But you're afraid of letting it go because you've put a lot of work into the situation. A lot of work. You don't want to start over again, but you're not happy where you are, but you don't want to start over. But you may have to start over. Anyway, Nine of Swords means that you're almost at the end of your rope. So it's going to take only one more thing, one event that changes your perspective on this whole situation, and you'll be ready to walk away with no remorse. I think right now you feel like there's still something left to hold on to. If I hold on to this job for 6 more months, I'll get a promotion or a raise or I'll look better on my resume. If I keep working on this project for 6 more months, even though it's bankrupting me and I can't afford to sustain it, then I'll get my reward afterwards. If I stay in this relationship that's been unhappy for the past 9 years, if I stay in it a little bit longer, things will turn around. So you guys are kind of psyching yourself out with false hope. Nine of Swords. I'm going to say false hope because if you got into Nine of Swords, there's been a lot of red flags in this situation that would indicate that you're not where you're supposed to be or you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Okay? Why is the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Wands here for Aries? Like, look at the bottom of the deck. Seven of Cups, confusion, Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're confused. This is the one cup that's missing. One sword that's missing. The one sword that's missing. You're waiting for something that you've invested time, energy, and resources into to come into fruition and to give you what you want, what you've been asking for. Like you didn't start this job because you wanted to quit without getting promoted to a certain position or without getting, your just due, your rewards. You didn't get into this relationship with this person not to get married. So you guys are waiting for that one more thing. You're waiting for some sort of assurance from the person that you're involved with or a job that you've been working at that your efforts were not for naught. They weren't made in vain. Your patience, your devotion, your dedication, your loyalty was not for naught. You don't want to have to walk away, but this is either 9 plus 1, which is 10 of Swords, that's the ending of something, or 9 minus 1, which is 8 of Swords. You're stuck anyway. So I think some of you guys are stuck because you're not using this sword of insight and perception and clarity and discernment. You're using your emotions. Your emotions are keeping you stuck in a situation that's not conducive to your overall well-being. You're not getting what you want out of this situation, this relationship, with this job. And you haven't been for a while. But you're like, okay, when I first started this job, I loved it. I went to school for this degree, for this career. This was the perfect job 4 or 5 years ago. But now, things have changed radically with the economy. Some of you guys may be having to change your profession even. And you're kind of disheartened about that because you've worked really hard to go to school for this particular career path. You got in and things are good at first, but over the course of the past several years or months even, you've noticed that there's been a lot of negative talk about downsizing. The industry you're in is suffering a bit, and now you're confused because you're still brainwashed by something that you heard, by something that you wanted from the past. So like past hopes and dreams and wishes and desires are keeping you stuck in a situation. You're deluding yourself by holding on to how you felt about this person or this job or this career in the past. It's not the way you feel now. You're hoping that if you stay longer, you can get back to this old feeling again of happiness and, fulfillment and accomplishment. But you haven't felt like that in this relationship with this job or this business for quite a while. And you're afraid of walking away because you put so much effort into it. But with the Seven of Pentacles, it's not the 10. You're still going to be waiting for a while to get what you want. And I don't know if you have the time or the patience to do that, especially if you have the eclipses in any of the angular houses, 1st, 4th, 7th, and 10th houses. If Libra's in one of those houses, you're not going to save for the next year or so. Within the next year, you're going to leave this relationship, this job, or this business that you have been doing. You're going to stop or take a break because you're not getting what you want out of it. So what you were getting from it years ago, you're not getting from it now. Either you've outgrown it or it's not giving you as much as you have been used to receiving. It's not giving you the same amount of reward that you were used to getting years ago. So you don't feel the same way. Like, for example, you're dating somebody, you're attracted to them, and over time, your attraction begins to wane because of their issues. They betrayed you. They have mental health problems. They're an alcoholic. They're a cheater, whatever. And you're still looking back at the past and remembering the way things were. 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. The way things were is not what they are now. The 7 is the South Node. Past life stuff, things that you've already conquered. Some of you guys are evolving out of this career field or relationship. Something's over. And you don't want to let it go because it used to make you happy. And you don't know why it's not making you happy now. But you're afraid of like losing everything you've invested in this person or this career. Because you don't have anything else lined up or you've invested so much in it. It's like you're afraid of going from 7 pentacles to 2 or 1 pentacle. Starting over again. Meeting somebody new. Starting a new career. Going back to school. You don't want to do that again. So it's like you want to hold out for as long as possible. But something's going to happen to make you leave the situation alone. You're going to receive some sort of message that forces you to see things for what they are and not what you want them to be. Especially if you have Venus in Pisces, Aries. No more room for delusions. 10 of Cups reversed. Something's over. A marriage is over. A relationship has been unhappy for a while. And you're going to see that over the next 6 months. You're going to realize that the juice is not worth the squeeze. It is time for you to release this situation, for you to be happy. A message will come through, some sort of epiphany, insight. Something will give you clarity that will take you out of this 9 of Swords space and bring you to the 10 of Swords. It's going to be painful, and that's nothing too. You don't want to feel the pain of letting this person go or this job go. It's going to hurt, and you're kind of afraid of how much you'll miss this person or how much you'll lose as a result of walking away from something that you worked so hard for, and you didn't get what you wanted out of it. You never got the promotion you wanted or the position you wanted. You never made the money you thought you were going to make. You didn't get married to this person and have kids. Like, you may have wanted kids with this person and it never happened. And now it's like, okay, if I wait for 6 more months to a year, maybe I'll have the opportunity, versus having to go back out in the dating world again and starting all over, right? To find a suitable partner to have a child with. It's like the devil you know is better than the one you don't know. Some of you guys are married to a devil that you're not happy with, but at least you know this person's demons. You can navigate around that person's BS, right? Your coworkers suck, your boss sucks, but you know how they suck, and so you know how to navigate around that situation. Somebody new, you don't want to deal with it. You're afraid of dealing with new situations and new people. Devil reverse, yeah. Married to a devil or involved in something that's very toxic, and it has been for a long time, and you're lying to yourself about it. You are lying about this relationship, this job, or this career path. And you know how you know you're lying? Because you're not happy. You are not happy. You're very miserable. Nine of Swords. Very, very miserable. But you're preventing yourself from moving forward because your perspective about losing this person or this job is blocking you from being the full, being yourself, walking away from this connection or this career or this job, or this business. You're not happy. You feel stuck though. Because even though you're not getting everything you want, you're getting a lot of what you want, but what you're not getting is too much. Right? You were able to say, well, okay, I may not be getting everything I want, but at least I have a stable job with good benefits, or I love my partner, we have a house together, whatever. We may not have kids, but I know who they are, they love me, they know something like that. But now, those 3 pentacles that I'm missing are too annoying. It's glaringly obvious that something's missing now. The 7 pentacles could be stability, could be familiarity, could be, insecurity, codependency, those 7 pentacles. But now you're missing fulfillment. You don't feel fulfilled in this relationship or this career path anymore. You're done. You're done energetically, but you're not done yet mentally. Or you're getting there, though. You're really getting there. It's close. Strength card. Yeah, holding on to the BS. Being afraid to move on to something different. And you're like holding out, I'm going to say false hope, but you're holding out hope that things will get better. But something's going to happen over the next 6 months that's going to be a painful reminder that, no, it's not going to get better. It's actually getting worse. And you have to leave now. So Aries, if you decide to stay in this situation, this relationship, be prepared to deal with something that forces you to see things the way they are. Whether it's your career, a business you're doing, a project you're involved with, some sort of family dynamic, or a relationship. You're going to see something over the next 12 months or 6 months even that forces you to be honest with yourself, Ace of Swords, about what this is and why you're staying. And you're going to have to leave. You're going to have to leave. Ace of Swords, 7 of Cups. What is Ace of Swords going to be about for Aries? 7 of Swords. You have been lying to yourself and someone's been lying to you. That's why you've been in the 8 of Swords position. Stuck in your head. You've been stuck in your head. Not being able to make a move. I mentioned earlier, either you're at the 9, you're going to go from 9 to 10, which is complete ending, or 9 to 8, being stuck in your head. So some of you guys are psyching yourself out. You're lying to yourself about this person, this job, or whatever you're involved in that you have been profoundly unhappy about for a long time. Profoundly unhappy, depressed, anxious, fearful, just like, ugh, I gotta go here again. I don't want to go to work. I'm tired. I don't want to deal with this person. I don't want to go home. I don't want to hear their mouth. But you have been ignoring the red flags, and you have been, psyching yourself out into thinking that if you stay longer, things will get better. They're not going to get better. They're going to get worse. It is time for you to move on. Advice for Aries for the full moon in Libra. Advice for Aries for the full moon in Libra, period. Advice for Aries. Cleaning house, spirit of place. I think this came out for the dailies on Friday. 4, North Node. 7 plus 3 is 1. 10. That is the sun. Sun in Aries. North Node being in Aries. Spirit of place, cleaning house. Authenticity is the essence of power. You're lying to yourself about the situation. Our ancient ancestors believed that every place has a spirit looking after it or embodying it. Just as we have a soul, the plants, trees, birds, mountains, and rivers have their own essences. When the spirit of place arrives in your reading, it says that the answer to your query is in the overarching theme of your circumstances. Is your question about a struggle? The answer is to relax and let go of your need to control the situation. If your inquiry relates to finding love, then embody love rather than long for it. You have to learn how to love yourself enough to walk away from the situation that you're in. Once you find the essential truth that underlies your question and then name it, you'll discover the answer you've been seeking. Your greatest power is your authenticity. Alrighty, number 37, cleaning house. It is time to clear the clutter and make way for better things. When you see the cleaning house card in a reading, it is time to declutter your life. 9 of Swords, lots of clutter here. Get rid of unwanted things in your physical home and release what you no longer want or truly need. Is there any unfinished business you should address? Thoughts, memories, and emotional baggage, 7 of Wands, must be swept out of your house as well. Your conscience must be clear for you to move freely in the world. Celebrate spring cleaning. Yesterday was the first day of spring. Okay, the spring equinox is Aries season. And feel the freedom as you make way for much better things. Look at what you've resisted discarding, whether it's a job, a relationship, a situation. And be honest, Ace of Swords, about its value. Be honest. Clean house. And that means give up false hope about what this can turn into based on past memories. That's not the reality of the situation. The 7 of Pentacles has become baggage because it's not going to become a 10. You're not going to get everything you want from this relationship. Yes, you may have stability. Yes, you know this person, whatever, but you know, you're not getting everything you want. And the things that you're not getting, you can't compromise on anymore. You're not getting paid enough money to put up with certain things. You're not, happy enough to deal with this person's mental health problems, their addictions. Whatever is, lacking in this relationship, you can't survive without it anymore. It's like you were okay. You were okay with not getting everything you wanted because you love the person and the person brought some sort of happiness to your life at some point. But as time progresses, these pentacles will get smaller and you'll feel less fulfilled about what you have compromised or sacrificed for the sake of this relationship. It's not worth it anymore. Some of you guys made a lot of concessions for this person and said, well, maybe this, maybe that. You've made a lot of concessions for this person with this job. And those concessions are no longer worth the anxiety that you feel when you have to go to work or when you have to go home and see this person. It's not worth it anymore. It's over. Okay? All right, Aries, thank you for listening. I look forward to reading your feedback. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon.